Hey there everyone, I'm Dresden, and welcome back to another episode of Downhill Madness Monday. Since we're getting close to the 4th of July, this week's video and next week's video will be fairly patriotic in the form of police cars. American police cars. But we're starting off with this. This episode will be based on the Ford Explorer. The next one will be on the Ford Taurus. Should be pretty interesting. We're starting off with this, the Ford Explorer King Ranch. It's just an addition. Okay, well, in real life, it's got a little badge. It's got a little badge right here that says King Ranch. At least the ones that I've seen on the highway and stuff. Yeah, pretty nice. Interior looks pretty nice. We can get a nice interior view here. We got a map of the road, not the dirt track. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, anyway. So we have traction control off and stability control off. It looks like it's on in the bottom corner. This is the furthest mode I could get it to being off. It says off, but it is obviously something still on. I just don't know what it is. So I don't really know the difference between the normal one and the King Ranch version. I think the King Ranch is just a little more luxury, a little nicer, more expensive, and obviously more damaged at the moment. Yeah, that was bad. I'm gonna try to take the vehicles pretty hard down this course, but this might be a little too hard because we're already missing a wheel. Oh, yeah, okay, we're gonna lose something else that's important. Oh yeah, like a rear drive shaft. That's important. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was attempt number 1. So I can't be that rough on it. I can be rough on it, just not that rough. Good to know. Alright. Let's see here. Apparently two-step is active too, so that's interesting. I didn't expect this to have a two-step, but I guess it does. I don't know if it does in real life or not. It does in the game though. Please don't break anything important. Please. I wanted to try and get the best runs I possibly could, and I mean, wow. I'm still gonna try to get the best runs that I possibly can, but this is obviously off to a bad start. This is the second attempt too. Oh my gosh. Am I just really bad at driving today? I must be, right? Because this is not normal for my performance in the Driving Until Destroyed. This is a little excessive. We're gonna go ahead and just bring it back to the course. I think this works. I think they patched this, please. Yup. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, see, it still drives fine, so we're good. Some weird things are sticking off the roof. Don't quite know what that is. Yeah, this thing still drives great, even with a deflated tire and everything. This could do very, very well if I knew how to drive it. But I don't want it to be a DNF, so we're gonna keep running this attempt. Because I'm afraid that if I take it to the 3rd attempt, I'm gonna royally screw something up, like I have in this one, except worse. So, we're just gonna keep this try going. It's okay, that rear left wheel is already deflated, so we don't need to worry about that at all. I think the thing flailing around is our sunroof, like window. I think that's what that is. I think it's the window, like, outside to our sunroof. I don't know, though. This is bad. This is really, really bad, actually. We just rolled an entire distance down the hill. Like, what? And it's fine. Okay, well, it's not fine, exactly. Our tailgate's still attached, though, somehow, so it's not awful. I don't know who's going outside right now. It's after midnight. That's weird. But anyway, yeah, this is it's a trooper, you know? Police trooper. No, this is just like a civilian vehicle. That laugh was strange. I hope that's not a chip in my monitor. What is that? Something. I see a green pixel on my screen, and I'm worried. I might have also just spit on it. Okay. Yep. We're okay. This is the most top-heavy vehicle I think I've ran down here. The fact that it's still top-heavy and I've smashed it down probably about half a foot, is pretty impressive, actually. It's still rolling over quite easily. That's so good. This is American made right here. American engineering. You know what, though? You know what? Oh, well, I was gonna say it still got all 4 wheels, but you know what? I didn't even speak too soon. I didn't get the words out before we lost that back left wheel. But we're gonna make it to the bottom, hopefully. So, actually, we're overheating really bad. Our coolant is overheating. I didn't notice that we were really overheating that bad. So, yeah, American made. American engineering. You know what? It puts up a heck of a fight. Like, really. It really put up quite the fight. It still ran after, like, 4 rolls. That's the finish. We did do it. If you guys are angry that this is my run, again, this is a test of me driving the vehicle, not just the vehicle's performance. That's why we only do a certain amount of attempts. We only do 3 attempts max. It's my driving of it. I am so amazed that this still runs. Our back axle's completely shifted forward. We're missing the back left wheel. I don't even think I'm going to get a chance to run it into the wall like I'm trying to. Head gasket's gone. Engine oil is critically low. We don't reverse very well. Do we have any power at all? Okay. Oil is currently overheating. Are we going to make it to the wall before the engine dies? That's the real question. I think we are. 30 miles an hour. That was just a bounce. The only thing that happened is our engine's knocking now, as you can probably hear in your left ear if you're wearing headphones. If your engine sounds like that, it's not good. Okay, well, you know what, though? We made it on the first attempt, so can't complain too much. That's pretty good. I'm genuinely, well, okay, second attempt, not the first attempt. But after all the rolls that we had and the accidents, I'm impressed. I'm actually impressed. On to the next version of this car. Maybe it won't be as top heavy. Oh, we lost the engine. Maybe it won't be as top heavy. We'll find out. Alright, this is the Ford Explorer Off-Road Timberline. Timberline is their sort of, you know, off-roady spec, and this is just an off-road spec'd out version of the off-road spec. Ignore the bright orange front. It's a missing texture in the game. This mod was released today as I'm recording this, and yesterday as I'm uploading it, but for some reason it's already missing a texture. I don't know. Maybe it's an updated version of an old mod. I don't know. So we're going to keep the diffs unlocked, but we are going to try and turn off the traction control as much as we can. So we got high. We do have... What's this? Oh, our transfer case is also... Yeah. Okay, so we have a limited slip transfer case, limited slip differential, and our front and rear are unlocked. So, last time when I said hopefully the next one isn't as top heavy, yeah, I knew what the next one was going to be. And I can tell you right now that this is most likely not less top heavy. We can put it that way. Probably slower, but definitely more rugged. It's also dirty, which is cool. You know, one thing that I've always wanted in Beam that I hope they're bringing to it soon. I know it's only in like version 0.2, 0.02, something like that. Very low alpha still. As they're trying to build it, I don't know what they're trying. I mean, they're doing an, like, open world, like, career, like, GTA story mode kind of thing. The devs are building, and they've been working on it for a few years. Probably been working on it since it released as Beam. Which is just really cool. But the one thing they need to add, and I'm sure they're working on it, is dirt physics. Like, they have mud. The vehicles kick up mud. They kick up dust. But if you look at the road behind you, you'd never know. You'd never know that they kicked up dust. If you look at the vehicle, if you drive anything shiny and pristine on dust and in the mud, nothing happens. There's no dirt physics at all. And I know that's hard to map out. That and scratches. That's what I really want. I want scratches on vehicles too. And I know that some mods have it. This one doesn't. But we tested a Mercedes mod earlier in the series, and they had like kind of scratches where if a panel got damaged to a certain degree, scratches appeared on it before the big dents happened. And like that would be cool. I know that that's not really like real scratches like what they'd simulate in this game, I'm sure. But that would be really cool. Scratches, they already have the dents down. They already have the suspension. They've been working a lot on suspension and textures, which is cool. I mean, PBR textures update. This vehicle looks amazing. I bet it would look even better if I set the time correctly when I start this video. I wish there was a way to just set the settings in the game. I mean, there might be. I don't know. So that it starts at the same time every time. Because currently it's like 10 o'clock in the morning, and the sun is like right overhead when it is for some reason, and it's just gross. I hate how it looks. I always have it set to 16:10, which is 4:10 p.m. That's what I usually record these videos at if I remember to set it to it, and I for some reason forgot to today. I'll set it once we get to the bottom. You guys will see how much it changes, because the game looks so much better when you change the time of day. Like, even that small of a change can make this game look amazing. And I don't know why this is the stock game, like, how it starts. I guess it's probably the least graphics intensive. But I really would like it if it started, you know, at a certain set time. I don't think it does. I don't think there's a set as default. I can look when I change it. But I digress majorly. We made it to the bottom. We're on the last turn. We didn't roll over once. We didn't flip once. We didn't run into anything once. We didn't even make a cracking sound on the ground once, I don't think. We just made it. No damage whatsoever. Not even like a panel that's got a big panel gap. Nothing. No damage. Well, the hazards are on, so something got a little dinged up somewhere. Oh, well. Our skid plate's a little bent. Maybe we did hit something. I'm going to change the environment for you. You guys are just going to see how gorgeous this is. Yeah, I mean, there's no actual way to change it. To set it to default, I don't think. No. Not that I'm seeing. But anyway, look at how pretty the game looks now. Look at how beautiful it looks. Just that one little change can make all the difference. It looks so much better. It's incredible. Look at the mountain. Oh, it looks so good. It looks like real now, instead of that awful, awful time of day that it starts at for some reason. A huge fan of 16:10. If you haven't played this game at that specific time, I recommend it, because look at how pretty it is. Okay. Let's run into this wall now, shall we? Whew. Yeah, this thing is great. Big fan of this vehicle. Looks better now, too. 72 miles an hour. Oh! You know what? You know what? For a 72 mile an hour crash, this is nothing. The engine even still runs. Like, this is nothing. You would, I don't know how many G's you'd be facing. I should put a G-force reader on the screen. I'm probably going to do that. I don't know how many G's you'd be feeling. You would probably be dead from the G's. Also, the vehicles in this game don't have airbags. Whoa, voice crack. Sorry about that. Let me just go ahead and open this door. I can do it nicely. Oh, never mind. The hinge is broken. You can see no airbags. So you'd probably not really be okay. But that's, in the grand scheme of things, 72 mile an hour crash. This looks like nothing happened to it. Crazy. Okay. Now that we have the time set right, and we made it on the first try, on to the third and final vehicle for this episode. Alright, and finally we have this. The Ford Explorer Police Interceptor. For some reason it came with no tires, which shocks me. I really don't know why. Like, I went through the settings of the vehicle, and It had the rims, and then under tires it said empty. That's how I spawned it in. So, I don't know. This is the Interceptor, though. We're going to go ahead and do it. We have the stability control and stuff off. I forgot the G-force thing, but we'll be okay. Maybe I'll remember, maybe I won't. Look at how much better the game looks. Whew. It looks clean. It looks crisp. It looks great. It looks great. So, if y'all don't know about American police cars, they're the normal vehicles with, like, an insane engine in them. Like, it's got a lot of power. I don't really know how much power it has. I could probably get a thing that reads the power. I know there's a UI that's like power to weight ratio sort of thing. And it also tells you the horsepower and how much it weighs. I might actually try to find that. Oh, no. Because that would be really interesting to know for this course. Especially since we're on episode, what, 43 now? And I'm just now thinking of this, because of course I am. Yeah. Anyway. Whoop! That was a lot of air. Like Dukes of Hazzard style. We're going way back in the day. Like Gavril Bluebuck would be great for this. It's a vehicle that's in the game. For those of you who don't know what the Gavril Bluebuck is. So yeah, I think the time of day does kind of mess with my frames. We're running about 54, 55 frames at a good time. Oh, we're running 57 now. We were just going like 45 frames. So, definitely does... Oh my gosh, this is so bouncy. At least it bounces all four wheels at the same time. So that it's just like a really hard hit on all four instead of a really, really hard hit on one or two, collapsing the suspension. If it goes evenly on all four, this thing weighs, what, 4, 5, maybe 6,000 pounds? Probably closer to 6,000 pounds. Then, you know, it's good. It's good. It's good. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. So, definitely top heavy like the... Oh. See, that's what I didn't want. Just that heavy hit on the back. Yeah. That's okay. We're making it work. We're making this vehicle work. It's definitely more top heavy than the last off-roady kind of one that we ran. That's fine though. Because we didn't roll yet. I think the King Ranch really helped me figure out what I'm doing. Plus, the King Ranch had big old wheels. And I think that might have had something to do with it as well. Did a little ollie there. I think in skateboard terms, that's what that was. I call it a front wheelie. You might call it something else. You might call it a steering wheel balance. I digress again. It keeps happening. Yep. So that was pretty fast, actually. That felt faster than the last one, for sure. That was pretty good. Can we get a nice parking job? Oh, you know what? Besides us giving a little love tap, that's a pretty you can't say that's not a pretty perfect parking job on my part. Yeah, it went pretty well. First try again. Pretty good. Still got a lot of power. I don't think if we're pulling to any direction, it's very, very, very slightly to the right. We did shatter that back window. We got a little more damage than we did in the last vehicle, but we also, I think, did a little better than the last vehicle. So, I don't know. Let's hit this wall at 90 miles an hour. That's a lot for how heavy this is. And again, well, we lost our air filter. Yeah. Vehicle still works though. I mean, the engine does anyway. Our drive shafts are all gone. Very, very minor damage to the inside of I don't understand how we just absorbed a 90-mile-an-hour impact and we're fine. It's not like there's a roll cage in these. I guess that's just American engineering. I don't know. Reminds me of Subarus, which are Japanese, but they are generally the safest cars on the road. This shouldn't be, but for some reason it seems like it's pretty dang good. Alright, on to the leaderboard for this episode. Let's see how the Americans put it in this time. Alright, and now on to the leaderboard for this episode. So in 14th place, we have the Ford Explorer Police Interceptor with a time of 3 minutes and 8.8 seconds. 18th place isn't bad, but 3 minutes and 8 seconds, that's a pretty good time to get on the course. Coming up next in 65th place is the Ford Explorer Off-Road Timberline with a time of 3 minutes and 29.5 seconds. Not as good, but still not awful. And then down all the way in 94th place out of 119 that are on the leaderboard so far. 94th place is the Ford Explorer King Ranch with a time of 3 minutes and 48.7 seconds. It's crazy how much just like 30 seconds can, not even like almost 15, 20 seconds, can just throw you off by 30 places in the leaderboard. Now it's getting tight near the top, let me tell you what. Alright, and as always, let's send our last vehicle off the cliff. So, before it hits, actually, we'll let it hit first. Ooh. Yeah, this thing seems really strong. I checked for the UI app, couldn't find it anywhere. The one that tells me the stuff I wanted to know. Like the weight of the vehicle and the horsepower and engine power and stuff. Couldn't find it. I think it's a mod, and I don't have internet after midnight in my house. So, we'll have to find that some other time. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to smash the like button, hit the red subscribe button, and the bell icon down below to get notified of when I upload. Check out the merch, the link in the description. I just released my new Mathamalume, the beta, or beta, depending on where you're from, or how you want to say it. Shirt, hoodie, mug, coffee mug, that sort of thing. So be sure to check that out. Links in the description. It is red, white, and blue, technically. The fish is red and blue with bits of white. So, yeah, it can be American. Yeah, go ahead and check it out. It's quite comfortable, quite nice. Until next time, this has been Dresden on BeamNG.drive, and goodbye.